Hello and welcome to the Frost Seymour Experience. I'm Nik Frost.
And I'm Paul Seymour. How things going, Nick?
Pretty good, mate. I thought my co-host had been replaced by one of those nodding dogs in a car just then.
I'm always trying to think of new ways to kind of open the show if I'm not doing the opening.
The Churchill dog.
Yeah, the old. Oh, yes. Not sponsored. Let's just put it out there. But yeah, how things going today for you, dude?
Yeah, good, mate. Good day of football today. How about yourself?
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Yeah, fabulous. I really enjoyed today's footy. I really did. Each match had something to give. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting off. Obviously, we'll start. I know on the thing here it shows off Spain first. Obviously, the late kickoff. So we'll start with the early kickoff, which was Hungary and France.
Yeah. So everyone expected a France smashing, really, didn't they? Including ourselves.
Yes, we both agreed yesterday, didn't we, that France were going to destroy Hungary? But
Hungarian egg on everyone's face. I think.
Indeed, yeah, I'm still wiping egg yolk off. Yeah, honestly, when I was watching little bits of it, obviously seen Hungary took the lead, I couldn't believe it. I thought they played all right. I think France were quite dominant in the game anyway, but obviously they didn't put their chances away. Of course, yeah, they had an excellent chance early. I can't think. It was Griezmann's one of his first shots, I think, and it was a great save by the Hungarian keeper. Fantastic. But then obviously Hungary got the goal when they needed to, and it was looking like a shot, wasn't it?
It was. The shot was on the cards for a long time. It weren't just a flash in the pan. They were in the lead for a good period of that game.
Yeah.
And then obviously Griezmann got the goal.
Yeah.
France made some changes. Threw Giroud on. Still couldn't get the goal.
Yeah. It was a disappointing game for them overall, I think. I thought Mbappe played well. He obviously... He's like kind of a talisman at the moment, isn't he? Trying to get back into the game, of course, but that does leave France in a bit of a precarious situation because obviously they've got 1 win, 1 draw now, and Hungary obviously got a point, so even Hungary could still go through theoretically.
Yeah, they could, yeah. So all 4 teams with a shout there goes down to the last game in that group,
yes,
which
indeed.
I suppose you might have expected it being the group of death pre-tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't think Hungary would be still in with a shout at this point, but it's good. It's good to see, though.
That's great, yeah. Big up the little guy.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Then we have the game of the day, really. Portugal 2, Germany 4. Obviously, Germany were winning 2-1 at one point, with Portugal having scored all 3 goals.
Yeah. Yes, of course. That was the joke, wasn't it?
Own goal surging for that golden boot.
Oh, yeah. It was 5 own goals this tournament, isn't it? I think it's a record already.
Yeah, top scorer.
So, goal top scorer. Yeah, technically. Obviously, it started off all right for Portugal, didn't it? When obviously a great counter-attack started off from a corner. Ronaldo headed out. And for 36 years old, goodness me, like the way he sprinted up that field. And then obviously a great cross from Bernardo Silva, obviously, to Jota, who passed to Ronaldo this time. So obviously back in his good books now, and Ronaldo finished it. Yeah. And then, like you said, the 2 own goals, wasn't it? 2
OGs, unfortunately, for Portugal. And then Germany came out, and they looked at a different team. Having been gifted the lead, they all of a sudden they looked like the Germany of old. Yeah. And they were just passing it around nicely. Got a couple more goals. Kai Havertz, he had a storming game. Obviously, I had a big hand in the first 2 OGs and then scored the third.
Yeah.
Great player, really.
He's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he?
Yeah. And then, obviously, Portugal, they got a goal back. It was 4-1 at one point, I believe, and then
it was
Portugal made it 4-2. Didn't go. They went down fighting, and of course, that goal was Ronaldo to Jota.
It was, yeah. Now they tipped it over, didn't he? Yeah, so it was nice to see them. At least they're getting on a bit better now, passing to each other.
Now firm friends.
Yes. Well, after the game, they're probably a bit disgruntled, but it's a slow build, wasn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. And then obviously had the late game, which was just finished. Spain won, Poland won. Interesting game. I thought Spain still aren't the force that what we were used to. Of course, obviously we were spoiled. About 10, 15 years ago, of course, with Spain, but now not so much. Obviously, a lot of legends are not in the squad these days, but they've got good players in there, but I just don't think they've got enough to carry a tournament anymore. But again, they played well. They did score off It looked like a shot to me, like a wide shot more so than a cross. But obviously, Morata scored. It was called offside at first, wasn't it? So he didn't really celebrate. Then they called it back and seen that there was a Polish left leg sticking out just ever so slightly ahead of him. So they called the goal.
Yeah, still looked offside to me, but there we go.
Oh, yes. They make their own rules, don't they, I suppose? They probably put their leg in there to clarify it, Photoshop.
Comment here from Froey. Germany bossed today. That they did. They looked great today.
They did. I'd love to see them versus Italy. That'd be a fantastic fight for it, wouldn't it? Them two.
Great game. That could happen in the knockouts.
Could do.
This was the Poland I was expecting in the first game who didn't show up. They showed up today and they played really well. Lewandowski should have scored in the first half, I thought. I know it was a difficult chance, but, this is the best striker in the world. So a lot of people say. I agree, actually. I think he is. I expected him to score that, but he missed it. Made amends in the second half. Great header.
Yeah.
Poland, they've got a shot. That's all they could do.
That's all they can do. Like you say, mate. Yeah, I completely agree. I think Lewandowski, like I've always said, like we've been saying in the last streams, haven't we? That, he hasn't got a buy-in behind him who feed the balls to him. This time he's got to work a little bit harder, and he understands us. I think he's even come out and said he's got to work harder for the team. So he knows that obviously Poland aren't that same caliber. But yeah, great header. Ball come over. He didn't have to put much power into, did he? Just kind of like a little dink. That's all he needed to guide it, which is a very, very intelligent striker right there. Fantastic. But 1-1. Honours even.
And so with that, all of the groups are completed with 2 games. So there's a game left for everyone. We'll just take a look at the Group E after that game. We've got Sweden top with 4 points. Would you believe that? Slovakia second, Spain third, and Poland fourth.
Wow.
In our prediction show, we had Spain and Poland first and second in this group. And going into the last game, they're third and fourth.
What do we know about 30? Why are we even doing this? Yeah, well, it did say final whistle review, not final whistle knowledgeable brothers, does it? So I suppose, we could be forgiven for that. But yeah, I mean, it all goes down to the last game. I think Sweden played well the other day. If they can hold on, I mean, they're playing Poland next, aren't they? Sweden.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see that one.
It could be Poland can beat Sweden. They'll be level on points for each, and then if Spain play for their now customary draw, they'll be only on 3 points.
Yeah.
I think Spain are on the edge here. If they don't get a good result against Slovakia, they might finish third and go out.
Yeah, that is mad, isn't it? There could be other teams who are better than them in the third place. I mean, that is like humiliation. I mean, losing the group anyway is one way. Like, oh well, we're out of it. It's all doom and gloom. But if you finish third and you still can't qualify, but even when you're given a helping hand, you still can't do it. Oof. That's kicking the teeth.
Okay, and then we'll have a quick look at Group F. We've got France top with 4 points. Germany have shot up to second with 3 points, level with Portugal also on 3. But Germany have the I was going to say they had the better goal difference, but actually both their goal differences +1.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not sure why they're listing Germany ahead there, but
because they probably beaten Portugal, I suppose. So they see that as
head-to-head. And then Hungary are fourth with 1 point. But again, every team in that group could still go through depending on results on the last game. Yeah,
I mean, if Germany played the way they did today, then obviously I can't see Hungary with a chance. But then you know what? I thought France played well the other day against Germany as well. They were solid. But then it just shows you when Hungary are hungry, then they will go for it. So. I think Germans are going to be. It's going to be tough for them, I think, but I think they'll win it.
Okay, so you think Germany will win the group?
I think they'll win the group. I think they'll go ahead and win this group. I think France, Portugal, they'll have a battle. I think that's going to be a draw again. I think the two teams will have enough quality to get a draw, about 2-2, give or take.
Yeah. Okay, I think if France and Portugal draw and Germany win their last game, I think probably those 3 will still go through. I think, because one of those will be 4 points for. Should be enough for one of the top third places.
Yeah, I think they're going by points first, then goal difference, aren't they? And then after that, if it's all still level, then it's about the better performance level. Who knows? I don't know how they're going to work it out, but we'll see.
We will indeed. So on to tomorrow. Sadly, we're back to Group A, which is good. On to the final games, but sadly only 2 games tomorrow. And bizarrely, both at the same time. So you've got to pick your poison. You can't watch them both.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you've been spoiled for 3 games in a row. All of a sudden, you've got to choose.
Well, in this day and age, you don't really have to. Because remember, I mean, back in the day in the World Cup '98, you'd have a TV in one room with ITV and then a TV in another room with BBC. Or even before that in '94, you had nothing. You had to pick one. That was it. Now you can have phones, TVs, tablets, certain internet streams that we can't talk about. But yeah, there's ways. So,
there's ways.
But yeah, 2 commentators that have been
officially they're on at the same time.
Yes, of course.
We'll go with that line. And it's obviously Italy versus Wales and Switzerland versus Turkey. What do you think of these games? Italy Wales should be a good game, but I think probably an Italian win.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Italy are qualified, haven't they? They don't have to do a lot tomorrow. But the only thing they do want to do is keep their streak. Obviously, they've got that streak on the go. They want to get past 30. I mean, they're 28 or 29 now. They want to reach that all-time record of their streaks, and they've not conceded in 10 games either. So they want to try their absolute best to try and stop Wales from doing that just by competing against them, really. So as much as they don't have to do anything, I think they will.
Well, a 0-0 draw sees them both through with Italy first and Wales second, and I think both of them would probably take that.
Yeah.
So
especially Wales.
If it gets to say the 75th minute, I'd look for them all to just kind of down tools and just classic end of season friendly.
I think that's why they have them both at the same time, just in case there's a bit of conspiring going on, probably.
Good point. Maybe. Obviously, Turkey are already out, and Switzerland, they can. If Italy beat Wales and Switzerland win, they'll be level on points, but Switzerland need a big turnaround in goal difference. Goal difference is currently -3 compared to Wales' +2.
Yeah, beating Turkey 3-0 and hoping Italy win 3-0. I mean, if it happens, crazy things have happened. But yeah, it's going to be tough for the Swiss to try and get through in second place. But again, third place is up for grabs.
Yeah, just beat Turkey, give it your best, and you've got a chance there with 4 points, as we've already seen.
That'll be it, won't it? So, looking forward to that tomorrow. 5 o'clock kickoff, you say?
5 o'clock, both games.
British time.
Will you be watching them both?
I'll probably watch it both. They're both on the same TV channel, then I'm probably going to struggle. But, I don't know. I'll probably watch Italy-Wales out of the 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Probably the better game in terms of quality.
Yes, in terms of quality. That's what I got to think of, yeah. No disrespect to Switzerland and Turkey, but, Wales and Italy have shown us something that we worth watching. Let's just leave it at that.
Poor old Turkey. They're gonna, if they lose tomorrow, that's 3 straight duck eggs and they're out.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they came in hot. They're going out cold.
Not even scored a goal yet.
No, blimey. Bloody hell. That's mad, isn't it? Cold turkey. But that's the way it is. It's they come in a bit like Poland, a bit like Finland, stuff like that. A bit of dark horse going on about them and just nothing. So it's a shame. But like I say, they haven't turned up in either of the games, unfortunately for them. Not done enough.
Yep, that's it. All right. Well, I think that wraps up tonight's review and preview.
It does indeed, yes. That's it. So we'll be back tomorrow. Might be slightly earlier, depending. We'll let everybody know in good time, of course. We'll have the adverts out because obviously we don't want to wait till 10 o'clock if it's a 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock finish or something, I suppose. But we'll talk just between us, won't we, Nick? We'll discuss it. We'll get the reviews out, like I say. So plenty of people can check in. And that's that.
All right.
All right. Take care, guys. See you later.